There we go. Good morning, Doreen. Can you hear us, Doreen?
Yep.
How are you doing today?
I didn't realize that I haven't washed my face or anything. I came down here earlier and started to work and I'm going, oh my gosh, I haven't even, I haven't combed my hair or anything.
Oh gosh.
Right out of bed, so pretty much.
You look fine. And I'm going to be screen sharing for like 18 minutes, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to, I hear the puppy out there crying, so I'm just going to write Isabel and tell him to get him real quick.
Aw.
Poor little guy. He hears me talking and he wants to be with me.
Oh.
I'm excited for you to see this, Cheryl. I know you enjoy
Yeah.
this kind of stuff too. Okay, we have Casey in the waiting room. Let's see, who else might we be missing this morning? Maybe, oh, bless you, Joanne.
Excuse me. Sorry.
The sneeze is finally becoming acceptable again.
Yeah. I'll sit down again when I hear you're going.
Okay, I think we're close to being able to start. I just didn't want anybody new to show up, and then we didn't say good morning to them. Okay, so for anybody who just signed on, I have 2 samples finished and ready to show you at the end of the video that I'm going to screen share, which captures the actual process that I went through following Cheryl's instructions that came in the kit that we ordered to do this. So she is the same gal that presented to ASG. Did any of you get to see her demo there?
I did.
Cheryl did. Joanne, you did too?
Yeah.
Cool, because what I would love for you to do at the end of this is tell me like how the process is differed, right? Because this is my very first time ever doing this. So I just followed the book and went for it. So I'll be real curious to see the difference. And I know, Doreen, you just have experience ice dyeing, so does Cheryl. So maybe we could take like the best of the best and put it all together at the end. And then everybody can try it again on their own. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get us going. I think I have the video right here, nice and big. Okay, you see a screen?
Yep.
Okay. And just at any point, if you can't hear or something's going wonky, please let me know. You can either send a chat or just speak out. Hi, everyone. It's Andrea, and we are here in my kitchen, and we are about to ice dye some material. So I ordered a kit from Cheryl at Paradiso, and in the kit came some commercial or professional laundry detergent, 3 little salt and pepper shakers of dye, as well as some soda ash, which I have the material soaking in this large bucket here. And I mix the soda ash with the water. Cheryl gives you all the instructions here. And I've had that soaking overnight now, so it's ready. The minimum soak time is 2 hours, so we should be fine. In this bucket, I have 1 yard of 100% cotton gauze, 1 yard of 100% cotton knit, and then just a store-bought t-shirt. I have a puppy gate on top of a Rubbermaid bin, and then I purchased a big bag of ice that I have right here in the sink. So according to the instructions, the next step for me is to gently remove as much water as I can from the material. She does say that you should not wring the material out and you do not need to rinse the material. So that's what I'm gonna do next. And then I'm hoping that I can dye all of this fabric at once. However, if I don't have enough space on the rack, for a second, I will just do one piece and then after that processes, I'll come back in. So you can see this really is wet. Now Cheryl said that I can continue to reuse the soda ash water and that I should just cover it up. So that's kind of cool. I'm not exactly sure where I could store that, but so I'm not really wringing it, I'm just kind of squeezing it, and it's enough that I can, without making too much of a mess, get it up here. So I'm going to unfold that. Now the gauze, as you know, is very lightweight fabric, so I imagine the dye would go through multiple layers of this. Shoot, I didn't pay attention to that when I washed it. It just got kind of unraveled there. I think this gauze all by itself will make a beautiful scarf. I don't think I'll even sew it. I'll just drape it around myself. Okay. So the big goal here is to get the fabric so that it's still over the bin. So when the ice starts melting, and I'm gonna have to adjust here because that's a little bit too far away to work. Get this folded in half. I think somebody told me that the soda ash is what you want to protect yourself from. So I don't know exactly why there weren't any warnings about it in Cheryl's literature, but just be careful. Okay, so I have it kind of folded in half. And then I'm gonna scrunch it so that it fits on this rack over the bin. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any more than this one piece in this first batch. But after this ice is done melting and this fabric is done dyeing, then I will go ahead and do the other pieces. They haven't been in that quite for 24 hours, so it should be all right. And this is looking fabulous. Okay, now I'm gonna open up my ice. Put a layer of ice on top of the fabric. This is actually just the part I think so far you'll be really glad you have the gloves for, because putting your hands in ice wouldn't feel very good. And then in Cheryl's booklet, she has lots of hand-drawn illustrations, and so there are patterns in which you can apply the dye onto the ice. So each time really that you do this, you're going to get a completely one-of-a-kind piece. So it'll be fun to see what happens using different techniques with the other two pieces of material that I have. my hand is getting very cold. We have the air conditioner on, so I'm not exactly sure how long it will take for this ice to melt, but I have the GoPro on it, so hopefully we'll get a few shots of it as it melts as well, and I'll check on it every so often. Okay, so I have a fair amount of ice on there, and all the fabric is within the bin. And so now I think I'm ready to start applying the dye, which there are 3 of these little dainty salt and pepper shakers. So if you save these, you can refill them with the dye from Dharma Trading or RIT dyes, she said. And so I'm just going to do very random. Oh, isn't that spectacular? I love that. Wow, that's really beautiful. But it is going to take a little bit of time, because this is a 3-hole shaker. Blue is my favorite color, so I'm very excited to see how this comes together. Cheryl said, even though all 3 of my little salt and pepper shakers have the same color of dye in it, various colors will come out in the project because this particular shade of blue has several different colors in it. And so the ice allows those colors to separate as it melts. And then at the point where they separate, they'll attach to the fabric. And that's how we'll get this kind of floral pattern. Right now, I'm about, I would say, halfway through this one shaker. And I have 3 projects, so I think I'll just give each project 1 shaker. This is my very first time ever doing this, so I really have no idea what to expect. I was just mostly intrigued by this process. Getting close, but there's still a lot of color in there. Looks saturated to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much on. What do you think, Isabel? My camera girl. I mean, that looks, it's like charcoal black to me. So I think I will stop with this. I guess the worst case is I have a very light piece, but I can see that like kind of fuchsia colors coming out down in there as this is melting, like some kind of pinkish colors separating. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. So I think I'm just gonna see what happens with this. I even see some orange happening on the outskirts here. So we're just gonna let it sit up. I'll check back in with it as the ice starts melting and we'll see what happens. Again, this is the gauze and it's soaked in the soda ash. Before I put it in the soda ash, I washed it in the machine with that Pro detergent. And so that's where we're at. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so we're about 2 hours into this process and the ice is melting, but there's still a fair amount of ice on here. But I'm seeing a lot of really beautiful colors come up in here. I'm seeing some pinks and some oranges, a little bit of yellow in there. So this is quite exciting. It did not, span much past that border there. So I don't know how much white I'm going to have around the edge. I'll be real curious to see that. But I imagine there's probably at least another 2 hours that this is going to need to continue melting. There is a dye in the water down below. So the setup, I'm super thrilled with that so far. I'm just really curious to see what this is going to look like, and I'm not going to pick at it because that will defeat the purpose, but just wanted to give you a little peek of what it looks like about 2 hours into it. So the ice is almost melted and I just totally can't wait any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and take this over to the sink and see what results I have. The instructions say that I should just rinse it until the water runs clear and then put it in a container to take it to the wash, where I'm gonna wash it with the rest of this professional detergent and a cup of salt. The salt is supposed to help set the dye, and then I'm gonna hang it to dry and we'll see what it looks like in the morning. So I'm gonna bring it over so you can see some of the colors that we have in this. So I see some lighter, pretty blue there, some very dark indigo, a little bit of yellow, some very bright purple. This end here is really gorgeous. Fascinating. And this is just on the one side. So after I get the ice off of this, put the underside. And the fabric was folded in half, so in the center should be like a white medallion. So I'm very excited to unfold it and see what it looks like, but I don't want to stain anything. So I think I'm gonna head to the sink and go ahead and rinse it off. Most of the ice out here. She emphasized not to wring it, but you can see if I squeeze it, the dye is coming out of that. These little pops of pink are beautiful in there, and the little pops of yellow, it's really stunning. I hope I don't have too much white in the center though. It's hard to tell just looking at it in the sink. Oh, wow. That's spectacular. Gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Mm. Okay, so I think I have enough of the dye out that I can safely get this into the wash and then set that color with the salt. I'll hang it up to dry and then I will reveal this to you all tomorrow on our Zoom conversation. See you then.
Okie doke. Good morning, Lynn. Okay, so I ended up, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
For being so quiet, I thought I was talking to myself. I ended up doing the two pieces. The first piece, which you saw in the video, was the gauze. And so that dye just stayed on it for the amount of time that you saw the ice wasn't even completely melted. And then you saw a lot of the dye coming out in the sink. And then I washed it with the last of that Pro detergent. And so I wasn't as satisfied with those results. And I don't know if it's in part because the dye didn't sit longer or the fabric, because the fabric pilled a lot, which I'm going to show you. But the second piece, the knit, which like we would use like for our t-shirts and stuff, I let the dye sit on it all night. So the ice melted, it sat there all night. I woke up bright and early this morning, rinsed it. It was just a fraction of the dye that you saw coming out of the fabric in the video. And it didn't pill. I also did not use any detergent at all on the second piece that I'm going to show you. There was no pilling, and I put it in the dryer. And just overall, I'm way happier with that. They're both gorgeous and I'll use them both. But I think if I'm doing it in the future, I'll soak it overnight and I will not use detergent the first wash. Like I think of it like when you get your hair colored, right? Like you don't wash it a whole bunch because you don't want the color to come out. So I'm going to enlarge myself and show you the first piece. And I want to make sure you see as much of it as you can. Okay, so.
That's the cotton gauze.
Yes, this is the gauze, which I'm going to use, Cheryl, as a scarf or a wrap.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm going to try and get you so you can see.
Parts of it look floral.
That's what this is. It's called Blooming Nights. And so it does look like flower petals, and I could pick out a lot of flowers, but can you see the pink and the yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you used you had 3 dyes, correct?
No, I had 3 shakers, all the same color dye for this kit.
Okay.
Because these colors are all in that particular shade or mix.
Okay.
And so like, I really think that looks like flowers.
Yes.
Watercolor flowers, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Do you
so
know, I don't know if it was in her book, but one thing she mentioned to us was depending on the shape of your ice, you get different results in what shows up. Like if you have like the half moon ice, or you make your own star-shaped ice or things like that, you'll get different results.
So when I noticed when you were doing it, the one thing you were being way more careful and delicate about it, just because it was your first time. But
That's so
What-
pretty.
what we did is, we didn't do it, and I've never done it like in half. I literally take it as a bunch, put it down, and as a bunch, nothing delicate about it, nothing formed. I just like well, you had said that she had suggested you could do it in different ways, in different. But I mean, for my part, I just simply did it, smash it up, put it down, and then I literally poured. I just formed it so that formed the fabric so that you could pile, and I literally just poured the ice, literally poured it out like a mound. And pretty much everybody was doing that. I think the first time I did it, so I kind of followed suit with that. So I did it like that, and then I did not put as much dye as what you did. I put a lot less, because then it gives it a chance to kind of trickle down into, and then I used probably at least 2 different colors, so it had a
Nice.
chance to mix. So that's my thing on it, is just the 2 things, is that I bunched it together in the beginning, and then I just piled as much ice would fit, so it was more of a big pyramid of ice.
Awesome.
So, and then, oh yeah, and then I left it overnight.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to try the half moon ice today, Cheryl, on the t-shirt that's already pre-done. And I'll show you guys that on Friday. Wait, Friday's tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be ready. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the one that I'm very excited to make something with.
Okay, so how did you do this one?
So this was the overnight.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it gives
I
it
love
a
how
chance
it
to
looks like
do- yeah.
starburst
It's-
coming out. That's cool.
and that's, yeah, I love, yeah, that's the fun.
Oh.
Fun.
Look at that.
There you go. Yep. Oh, God, yes. Interesting stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very pretty.
That was a cotton knit.
Yep. And this was the white that they have at Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
This is my favorite end here.
You
Mm.
know, it would
That
be
would be nice for a t-shirt, or, I mean,
a dress, just a fun, comfortable dress.
did
Oh,
they get enough for a dress? This was only supposed
Sleeve-
to be
sleeves.
1 yard.
well,
Mm.
I don't know then.
But-
This,
Oh, wait.
I love it. It's just,
I'm changing my mind. This is my favorite end.
Yeah.
there's, yeah. You know what I would like to be, now that you're doing this, I would like to see myself, if I can find a way that I could find out which side, when you're holding it up like this, which side was on the bottom and which was on more the top.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. You'd have to mark it, I think.
Yeah,
So
somehow.
this is what,
That's so cool.
Beautiful. Very
Yeah.
nice.
it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see the difference with the other ice. And even just with something that's already made, right? Because I can't pick out my favorite parts. I'll just have to live
Yeah.
with wherever it lands.
Oh,
I wonder if
wanna do
once
one.
the ice is melted, if you put another layer of ice with another color of dye, how that would
Absolutely.
look.
Then it would keep on, then it would start another mixture, because as long as the dye starts out fresh from, it has, it goes, it has a certain amount of time where it's actually dying, and then it stops dying.
Ah,
But putting fresh dye on starts a new process.
So any idea like how much time that might be during? Because that's really interesting.
I've been told that when I was at my wearable arts Midwest, that's what they're dying, that's the whole group is about. I remember a lady telling me how much time, and I don't remember offhand how much time, but I would like, I'll try and find out for you.
Yeah.
Who is your
'cause-
videographer?
Isabel. Yeah, she had
Yeah.
fun with it. And it's a great experiment for her as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. so-
Yeah, I want to try, I actually want to try it now tonight, just to do it again. That would
Mhm.
be fun. Yeah.
And so
Okay.
this was just, I only have one option, right? If I had a palette of colors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
I'm
would
gonna
be-
put you, okay, so what yours was called Morning Blend?
No, Blooming Nights.
Blooming Night. I think that's the one I ordered.
Did you play with it, Cheryl? Did you
Oh,
already use?
I don't have it yet.
Oh, you already, or you just recently? Okay. Yeah.
I just want to write that down so I don't put.
I remember her saying when you changed about the ice, like, leaving it. If I remember correctly, she left her ice melting overnight.
Did she?
So
Right.
she did, yeah. And the colors did mute down a lot, like especially after the wash. So,
Mhm.
that was normal for them not to be that, brilliant. If I also remember correctly, she said there was enough dye in those little shakers for several things. So I was
Right.
watching you as you kept, each of those shakers. So as you would keep doing it, I was thinking, oh, I think she said, and I couldn't find my
Okay.
notes
Yeah.
on it to be
Using too
sure,
much
but
of it.
I think she said that, there was enough for
Right.
several.
And
It turned out beautiful.
what was left in that shaker did this whole other piece of
Yeah.
knit, and a
Wow.
lot less went down the drain.
Right.
So
Right, there you go.
yeah, so
Yes.
probably a little goes a very long ways, but I still have 2 full shakers left.
Yep,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
Yeah,
it
so
does go a
lots,
long way. Yeah.
yeah, lots more fun to be had with that. So overall though, I
Cool.
totally would recommend her. She shipped really fast. Everything was packaged, super secure, and there's no odor or anything like that. Who told me about the soda ash? Is it dangerous or?
It's
Yeah.
dangerous. It
Mm,
evidently it
chemical.
burns the skin if you,
Yeah.
it burns the skin. I believe Dara was the one that backed that up.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is a
so-
chemical, so
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
you just want to be careful.
Yeah. They just
Okay.
kind of really go into it when you're in it, when you're in the directions on doing it, they really bold.
Yeah, and when I did some dyeing with my Crazy Quilt group,
Okay.
she even said to be careful with the Procyon when you washed it.
Is that
Why?
what was in the little tube?
I don't know. I don't
She
know.
said, is that the detergent you mean?
Uh-huh.
The professional detergent. Yeah, she did give us the brand name during that class. And again, I couldn't find my notes, so I couldn't tell you. But so if you wanted to buy more of the detergent, we could tell you what it is because she did let us know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been emailing back and forth with her, and I wanted to, see what happened, right? And what results we got. And then I'm going to invite her to be part of that People and Their Passions series
Oh,
that we're
good.
launching today. So all the club leaders will get to interview her if she agrees to join us. So we can look forward to that too.
I
And
have
then,
a question about that. Do you have to register for it? Because I don't see it.
no, it's
Okay.
going to be on the Element 3 main Facebook page, Cheryl.
Okay.
Do you follow that?
Okay,
So
yes.
just search Element 3 Health on Facebook, and it's the main public page. And so we're going to go live there with him today. And
Yeah.
then if you all would like to be a guest, if you have an unusual passion, or it doesn't have to be unusual for that matter, just passion that you would like to share, we would love that as well. So reach out to any club leader to schedule that. Or if you know someone and you don't have to personally know them, just be interested in them. Spencer has tons of contacts, and he would be happy to reach out to them and invite them to be a guest.
Hmm.
Okay,
So,
so
you
this
know, I
is,
did take a class with, was it Karen? Is it Paradiso? That, the woman from Paradiso. I
Cheryl,
did take a, what was it? Cheryl, yes.
Cheryl,
Yeah, yes. I took a class with her on pleather. It
pleather,
was pleather.
dyeing.
No. She does all kinds of things. So she doesn't just dye fabric. She does other
Oh.
things as
Yeah.
well. So
And what
yeah,
is,
she's
better.
multi-talented.
She's
So
the
what is it?
perfect guest then for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sews bags and she sells a very particular kind of pleather that apparently is very
It's very
good.
nice. It is
Yeah.
very nice to work
Yeah.
with, but she doesn't just,
Oh,
I don't know where she gets it from. I just wish I didn't have to buy a kit. I wish I could buy it by the yard. And that's the thing she
fun.
doesn't do. She doesn't tell you how to get it by the yard. You have to buy her a kit of smaller pieces. And I
Oh,
was like, oh, it is nice to work with, because when I took that class, you know, she told us how to do each of the different styles of things to do for the bag.
Ooh, I may order one of her bag kits for us to play with too.
It's not inexpensive, let's put it that way.
Okay, that's fun. Cool. All right, any
called-
other?
it's called pleather?
Leather, imitation leather,
pretend
That's what I was
leather.
wondering.
Pretend.
but it's a nice quality one.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can, let's see. where is it?
So, Andrea, is this something that we can watch? This pleasure, this, people are.
People
who
in
do
their
things-
passions? Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
can watch
today.
it. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you just watch, you're just watching. We're the only ones live on the screen. Go
Okay.
to the Element 3 Facebook page, Doreen, and
Yeah.
we will be live there today at 3 Eastern. So is that 2 for you?
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And he really is an interesting fellow. He has like a long list of passions. I can't wait to find out how he fits them all in.
Yeah, I read how much.
Right?
Well, that's good. That's good. 'Cause
The
I wanna watch
the pleather kit came like this.
Let me make
So you
you
can-
large, Jillian. Hang on.
Excuse me. So you can see all the different colors, and there's
Yeah.
different varieties in this.
Beautiful
Yeah.
colors.
And then she taught us, you know, about her method of doing the pleather, for making straps. And then she gave us this so that we learned, you know, how she does
Interesting.
this, how she does an edge
Yeah.
around the
Cool.
bag, you know,
Cool.
and then how to use this to slip like a wider strap into on your bag. So it was nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Can
man.
we
I
see
wanna-
the red? Can you, or maybe just hold up each sample close, Jillian, so we can
Yeah,
I
see.
like
Okay.
the red.
Well, the
color.
red is folded in half because that was my sample stitching.
Oh, it has a nice texture to it,
It
huh?
does. They all have different textures. This one's a little thinner,
Yeah.
but again, it's got a little texture to it. This one, you can see,
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Looks like an albino lizard.
and this one's a thinner one as well, but you can see how
Oh,
it's
like
got,
ostrich, is that?
yeah, kind of interesting. And then this
Yeah.
one, they're a very nice feeling, and the back has this like a felted back on it.
Oh.
Which is very nice. It's not that lycra backing.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. That'd be
Yeah, I think
easier
the
to
last
work
one was
with.
this one, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And they
So,
look,
this whole thing on working with this, is this
that's
offered
cool.
through Element 3, or is this just through this woman that you guys have been talking about, this Cheryl person?
Cheryl sells this material and the kits. So I'd like to order one of the bag kits for our Thursday, this session, and show everybody what's in it and how it comes together.
Joanne,
Yep.
did the backing on the leather make it easier to sew than without? Have you ever tried it without that backing?
I've used the lycra when I made my jacket, my imitation,
Yes.
the leather jacket. That one had the lycra backing. I would say there was probably no different in sewing, except for this is just a little more pliable. It
Okay.
just, it just feels nicer, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's just a nice feel to it. And then when you are putting it together, of course, the felted part will just stick to the other part a little bit better, especially when you're, folding over each other.
Ah,
What
But-
kind of machine foot were you able to use to work with that?
Well, I think I just used my regular one, but it
Really?
depended on it was nothing. I mean, she recommended, Teflon or roller foot,
Yeah.
or a walking foot. So, I mean, I used my other machine, so it probably was the IDT that comes on the machine automatically, which is like a walking foot. So it was probably that, but with my regular foot. So I didn't use a roller or a
or Teflon.
Teflon.
And do you remember, did she have any thread recommendations for that, or
She
could you?
did. She did. She recommends using embroidery thread.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, and I found it came out kind of interesting. Yeah, it did. Let me see which piece would show it best. This is, I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if I'm,
I'm getting
Yeah.
it. There you go.
Okay, whoops, there it
Oh.
is. So it came out, whoops, I don't know, the lighting is not great.
Yeah,
but
When you,
But
yeah,
there
when
it
you
is.
turn it,
There we go. So the one on this side is the better test sample.
mm,
Okay.
yeah.
But it did come out nice, and that was a gold, I think I used on that. So it was more about playing around with how long my stitches were. They needed to be a little longer, certainly, and every machine's a little different, so you can't
that
just
a rayon?
say, or,
I'm
I think I used polyester is
Oh,
what she
polyester.
recommended, was the polyester embroidery thread.
Okay,
And
not
then the
rayon.
needle,
Mm.
the needle was a larger needle.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
without my
wondering about
notes, I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you for sure.
yeah.
I'll
Hmm.
have to find them
just thought
somewhere
maybe
where I put
Interesting.
them.
So
Yeah,
this is
thank
you.
can be used on clothing also, I'm assuming. Can
Well,
be
that's
used on
just it. And I was thinking of doing that, but without being able to buy it by yardage,
Yeah.
you couldn't. And I think she was very, oh, here's my notes. They're right in them. Because it also comes with a little instruction manual. Let's see. Yeah, polyester 40 weight thread, not cotton. She did say regular Gudemans would work. She likes the 40 weight embroidery thread from Isacore. She
Mm.
used a 90 or 100 needle. Let's see. And the rest is just,
Yeah.
the tension from my machine was 5.5, but every machine is going to be a little
Yeah.
different.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
When-
yeah, she does have like a little, pamphlet that you can, that comes with it, telling you the directions with the kit to what to do with the samples, and yeah.
Yeah,
I would
and
think you could
again,
just-
she ships fast, like, and she'll answer your emails and everything. So service wise,
Yeah,
Five
she's
stars.
very good. Yeah.
go ahead,
I've-
Doreen. You were gonna,
I'm just
Seen her
thinking that
present and she talks fast.
whoops, wait, hang on. I couldn't hear you, Casey. Say that again.
I've seen her present and she talks fast too.
Oh, does she?
talks
She
real
talks
fast.
fast and ships fast.
Yeah.
That's nice. So Cheryl, your kit should be here any minute then.
Yes, yes.
Ding
If they
dong.
don't send it to my neighbor on Rinzy, because they send a lot of my stuff to her. We
Is she
have
your
the same-
friend?
No, but whenever she gets my medicine from the mail order, she brings it over.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's the same number, 40, but she's on Rinzy Road, I'm on Rachel Road.
Very similar, yeah. Well, hopefully you get that today and you can show us yours soon.
Yeah,
what it looks like. Cause it'll be fun if you got the same colors as me to see the difference, right?
I think I did,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And I wonder like if our quality of water impacts it too.
Yeah, I wonder too, where I have so much magnesium in mine.
What might happen with that? Yeah, so make sure you share some pictures, Cheryl, or bring it with you. Pictures are probably better because I think it captures the colors.
Hmm.
You like
Okay.
the monitors are strange, but we want to see it at show and tell either way. Were you trying to say something, Doreen? Before?
I get, I'm assuming that if you know what you're doing or could figure it out, that you could use this. I mean, I'm not doing bags and such, but I would think embellishing pockets or anything like that, just to add, that would really just pump it up to
A
have
little
that.
pizzazz, huh?
Yeah, oh, that would just really kick it up.
It
That would be-
would, but if you're doing garments, it would still add weight. So you would have to have a similar
A
weighted
strong- a strong
garment,
weight.
I think, fabric. Just
Like
because
Yeah,
it would
you
just it would just bring it down. It
Sag.
wouldn't look right with something too thin.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'd have to
yeah.
have supporting, yep. got it. Totally.
I remember Peggy Sagers one time did a cape or a poncho, and she made a welt pocket with
Mm,
openings to put your hands and your arms through. And she used the leather for the welt. It was beautiful.
I
In
bet.
other words,
Wow.
she had a stronger fabric that she used probably as a cape.
Yeah, I think it was probably wool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh,
something strong, right. Oh, that would be so gorgeous.
yeah, with the wool, it really would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't use
Or,
wool that much, but
or
I
a
could-
canvas.
yeah, that's all strong fabric, yeah. Oh, that'd be gorgeous. Ooh,
Like
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
a canvas barn coat out of
Yeah.
a hat. That would look real pretty.
Oh,
Oh,
I
what?
just got a new pattern for a coat. I'm gonna get that
Ooh,
and
let's see.
share it with you guys.
please, please. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
Wouldn't
just
that-
got some Berta, I got Berta patterns too.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
I
that's
like
nice.
Oh, my.
That's
There's
nice.
there's the
Yeah.
line drawings. Look at
Ah,
how much fun you
that's
could
nice.
have with that.
Nice.
Are you
Is it-
gonna do that?
What's that, Doreen?
Are you gonna make that?
Eventually, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
need
nice
it.
jacket.
Oh, man,
Andrea.
that's-
Is it lined?
How
Oh, I'm
how do
sure
you
it is.
tell, Cheryl? Will it just say lining fabric?
It
On
will.
the
Yeah.
back, Yeah.
No?
It doesn't specify for the lining. It says, yeah, it doesn't say.
You might want to
Well.
consider it or
Yeah.
use like Hong Kong seams, finished
Let me
seams.
see if you guys see what, oh yeah, the Hong Kong seams. That would be nice. I'll make it big and then, do you see where I might be missing lining?
No,
It doesn't show it.
No.
No,
no.
no, not at
Mm-mm.
all.
Well, it's like a
No.
fall jacket then a fall lightweight jacket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it might be easy, look, depending on the construction, but it might be easy for you to insert it on your own anyway.
Mhm.
just
I like
depending on
that it
how-
has a collar and a hood.
Yeah.
Not just
Oh.
the hood.
I like that.
That's interesting. I didn't see that.
Mhm.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
So the
Yeah.
hood is
Um,
actually detachable, isn't it?
Oh, that's a simplicity. Okay.
Oh yeah, because look, the hood is off on its own.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, so it looks like it could be a lot of fun to work
Yeah.
with. So next Thursday, we have summer tote bags on the schedule. So do you want to use our regular format and everybody makes their own pattern or style? Or do you guys want to learn how to make a new summer tote?
I'm staying out.
You're staying out, Doreen. I can't do that.
So
Um,
make the same one.
Make the
Yeah.
same one?
Yeah, and then we can do it together, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. I have a really fun hobo tote bag that you
Oh.
can use your cotton fabric for. You don't need any special interfacing. And you wear it crossbody. Do you know the one I'm talking about, Suzette?
Hmm.
Have you ever made it?
Yep.
It's really fun to sew. Uses a cool technique. And it's great for if you have young people in your life or you want to fold it up and pack it on vacation. So you have a little extra bag.
Can I ask you how much fabric
Yeah.
and how many colors? Is it just one color or?
I'll get you all the information, Cheryl, and put it up. I think it's less than 2 yards of fabric, if I'm remembering. But I'll get you all the links like I did before and the material requirements and everything. And then we can sew it together, but I'll get you the video to watch ahead of time. And so you get a gist if you even
Oh,
like
good.
it. Yeah, and then we can work on it together too.
Great.
And
Thank
let
you.
me see what was after that. Oh, then it's vacation after that. So if we don't finish it on Thursday, we might be able to pick it up the next Thursday. Let's see what's on the schedule after that. On July 5th, we're supposed to be doing pet accessories. I don't want to miss that. I know Lena's like, yes.
No.
Does everybody have a pet? Do you have a pet, Joanne? You don't have one? Do you
No,
have a pet?
never wanted
Gloria?
one.
No, never want. You never had one your whole life, Joanne?
Nope. Nope.
Wow.
Not
I
even
mean,
a
my
pet?
daughter, we let my daughter have something to care for. She had like fish and then she had a hamster, but nope, I've never wanted one. My mom said there were enough of us kids in the house. She
Mm.
couldn't deal with pets too. So there were 6 kids growing up.
No
Smart
pet rock
woman.
even?
What's that?
No pet rock even?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
No,
Have to get you a pet rock.
no thanks.
I know a lot of moms that said the same thing. No,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
all I can do is you guys. And I envy them when I'm cleaning up all the pet
Oh, we
mess.
had a zoo.
Well, I'm allergic to dogs too, so that doesn't help.
Oh, that's bad.
We had a zoo at our house, Andrea.
Did you, Cheryl? What did you
Yeah.
have for the kids?
Well, there
When the
were
kids,
There were
When the-
5 of us kids, plus
Uh-huh.
anybody who wanted to sleep over, friends, cousins, whatever.
Yep.
And we had, let's see, fish, birds, guinea pigs, cats, dogs. Uh,
You had a farmhouse.
hamsters. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
See, I
What
would have
do you
lived on a
have?
farm. I wish I lived on a farm with the bigger animals, the goats, the sheep,
Oh,
the
oh, yeah.
Now
and
that's
had
what I would have
goats.
liked.
When I was a
But
real
they wouldn't
little
be
girl,
pets either.
when I was a real little girl, I had my own goat because I couldn't drink cow's milk.
Yeah, I drink
Oh.
goat milk. Yeah, yeah.
That's so fun, Cheryl. Did you have to milk it and do everything yourself?
I didn't. I was too little. I was like 3 and 4 years old when we had that.
Oh, we
Yeah, I
had
eat the goat
kids when
products. I
was
love 'em.
little.
Wow.
You had a Labrador
She was
retriever.
white and she was pretty.
Nice
Well,
and
yeah.
safe, Gloria. Oh, cute. Okay, does anybody have anything to share before we say goodbye for today? Lynn, you want to share? Casey, you want to share? I see shorts flying around.
Ooh,
Nice.
Cute.
Oh, love the pockets.
Right.
professional.
Yep,
Wow.
And then we have the side entrance.
Oh,
quite good
at-
good
entrance.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, just finished them while we were
Very
talking.
nice.
Well, good. I
Really?
still get to get my McCall's pants pattern.
Today, right? It starts.
Well, I won't
today?
get over there today, but I'll get over there on Saturday morning. So,
Good work, Casey.
I'm going.
Yeah,
to
very-
thank you.
Andrea,
oh, wait.
the pattern that for the hobo bag, do we need to buy that? Is that, because McCall's is on sale now. Is that a McCall's or what?
Oh, no, it's one of my tutorials, Gloria. So
Oh.
we'll just use simple shapes to cut it out. So you don't need a paper pattern to do it. Yep, you'll be all set. You'll just need to get the fabric, which I recommend this a cotton quilt weight fabrics. And I'll get that up for you guys by tomorrow. So in case you want to shop this weekend, you can get
Great.
those.
I'm going to Joann's.
Okay.
Are you? Okay, good, good.
A very quick question for anybody. Because Berta was on sale, has anybody used this one? Like Casey, do you have a clue? This is a Berta.
No, I saw they were on sale, but I haven't picked up and I have not done that one. Haven't done many. I think I've done 1 or 2 Bertas in my lifetime.
I
Yeah.
like Berta. I like how it fits. It's shaped differently than Simplicity and McCall's. It
Yeah.
seems like they understand women's bodies better.
Yeah,
I heard
The
that,
crotch,
yes,
it's
that's what I was
different.
about to say, the
And
crotch
it is.
is differently.
It is different.
And it might fit almost better, easier, better for my type of shape and Casey's type of shape. Where it's a
I've been
little
to
bit-
several different classes where they tell you to buy Berta patterns to start with.
mm,
And they use that to help fit you is the Berta patterns.
yeah, I
Oh,
really
that'll
like the
be so
Berta.
Good, that's, oh, good.
What number is that, Doreen?
What number it is, let me see it. Oh, can't see it. Where are you? Oh, hang on the, it was hidden. 6436.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I had a hard time with Berta, with the numbering. I saw it in the, when I saw it online, there was like a 3-digit number. They didn't give this, what they have in the book in store. They had all this 4-digit number. I looked online, it was still the same thing. I even told the clerk about this. Do you understand? Because there were so many patterns that I wanted. I went, oh, okay, so I've got all these pattern numbers, 3-digit numbers. And so there's all these patterns that I wanted, but I couldn't see them, couldn't find them.
It depends on what site you're on for the Berta. If you ended
Yeah,
up on a
yeah.
European site, their numbering is, and the packaging is a little different. If it's you have to make sure you get to a US Berta site.
Ah,
And you can tell by
Also,
looking at the URL. It'll say
Oh.
UK or something different than.
Thank
It'll
you.
say
'Cause I was ready to
CO.
call them up and go, what's going on here?
Well, or it could have been from one of their magazines because they had magazines too that had pattern numbers
Yeah.
in them and patterns in them. So it could have been from something like that.
I have a question for Casey. Casey, on your slots, on the shirt that you made with the slots on it, that pattern number, there's like 3 or 4 different shirts. And so is that like the newest one? Because when I went online, to
Yes.
put your number in, they
Yeah.
had some other shirts. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
it's a recent one I purchased. Yeah.
Oh, good. All right.
Yep. So you should be able to get it.
All righty.
All right. Anything else? No? Okay. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I hope some of you can join us for our interview with Rue. If you have questions that you want us to ask them, drop them on that Facebook page and I'll ask them for you.
2 o'clock today?
2 for you, 3 for anybody on the East Coast.
That'll be so
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, and it'll be posted on the page if you miss it too. You can replay.
Oh, true. Okay. Good.
Okay, and then let us know if there's anybody special you want us to invite.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you all for coming.
Good
Bye-bye.
job. Good job, Andrea. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day, y'all.
You too.
Y'all.
guys.
You